In the inner circle, will you please post about your experience in inner circle and with our mentoring programs for the people who are still on the fence, whether you're on the Facebook group or you're in the Zoom room. Go ahead and post that because it's a really great opportunity. We love those calls. We look forward to them. We had like 2 months where we didn't do them, and everybody when we relaunched it, everybody was so excited about it because it brings back together this community of people that is really hard to replicate in the real world. And so I invite you guys to take advantage of that offer right now. It's 4 weeks of mentoring. It's going to be after the 10X challenge ends. It's normally $2,500, but you guys are going to get access to it absolutely free. All you have to do is enroll at grantcardone.com/pass in our backstage access. It's only $97. It's no money. And I really look forward to seeing more faces on those inner circle calls. So in addition, what Grant covered yesterday, one of the things that he talked about with goals was that if you don't have goals that are your own, you'll never truly push for them. And this was a big one that I had a realization about because I was writing down, I own apartments and I didn't even know what apartments would do. And by the way, I failed to introduce myself. If you guys don't know me, I just saw that comment right here. My name's Jared Glenn. I'm the president for Cardone Enterprises. I've been with Grant for 10 years. We started with 3 people in a small little office in Los Angeles. Today we have over 140 employees, a 9-figure business. We've been through a tough economy when I was getting started with Grant, and obviously everything that we're going through right now. And all I know is that when I stay close to Grant and I look at what he does and the decisions that he makes, everything always works out better than it does for almost everybody else. And again, for the people who've been around us for a long time, you probably have been in a front row seat to watch some of this happen. The guy just knows how to make stuff happen in business and life, and he's a good dude to follow. So stay close to him. A couple more things that I wanted to cover before we start getting rolling for the call today. I want you guys to think with this question. If you could achieve some of these 10X goals that hopefully you thought about last night. We had a homework assignment, wanted everybody to go live in the Facebook group, talk about their big goals and the impact that would have in their life. If you were able to get this 10X life that you're hopefully getting more and more clarity on, what's the biggest thing that you would have to give up? I want to see that in the comments for the people that are backstage. I'm really talking to you because I get to see all your faces here. Johnny's scrolling through the pages on the thing here so I can see everybody. You going to do that for me right now? Cool, man. My job, a scarcity mindset, excuses, sleep, comfort, my old self, fear, limiting beliefs, comfort, seeing a lot of comfort, free time, immediate gratification, that's a big one, negative people, limiting beliefs, old beliefs. You got to start thinking differently, you know? You know, man, if I knew how many things Grant told me that like blew my mind, I can't even keep counting because there's so many things. One of the most impactful things that Grant ever taught me was if you want to add something new, bigger, or different than what you have right now, before you add anything, the very first thing you need to do is give something up. And the more painful it is to give the thing up, the closer you are probably to giving the right thing up. The right thing to give up is never the easy thing. The right thing to give up is typically the hardest thing to give up.
Can we make sure that everybody knows about the grantcardone.com/pass? Okay, just so they can, because they need to stop.
Yep.
If they're in a car, Johnny, I don't know if I'm on audio, but if they're in a car, they're on a website, they actually have to end this.
Yeah.
Join that, and then get the new light up.
Yeah, so Grant just wanted me to reinforce he's looking forward to spending time with everybody backstage today. So if you haven't joined the backstage VIP access, go to grantcardone.com/pass. grantcardone.com/pass. If you're in the car, pull over. It's that important. It's that important to get access for the next 10, 11 days. Who knows how many days we're going to end up
And
doing.
because we're going to give them the
and because for just the people, we'll sell this all out today, by the way. This group will fill up today because Zoom has limitations for us. So As soon as we hit the number, just let me know, and I'll tell everybody that there's no more room. So,
includes it 4 weeks.
GrantCardone.com/pass. You're going to get 4 weeks of access to our $2,500 mentoring program as well. And we want to get connected with people who are out there doing things. Like, I know Stephen Druth comes to our stuff. Mike Searock comes to our stuff. These are guys that are doing big things. Noam is in Israel. Can you flip some pages? I know Cadby's in New Zealand. Ginger, are you in Florida or are you in New York? You're on the East Coast, aren't you? Just put in the comments. Let's see here. Jersey, New Jersey, Boston, Canada. Okay. Are you? Can you bring that over here so that we can slide through the I just want to be able to see some other people because I know our people are on. Okay, Samantha Roberts, what's going on? She's a licensee. Let's see here. Easy Faces. Jared K, what's up, my man? Let's see here. Cassia, I see you waving. What's up? Man, a lot of people in here. Zoe, good to see you. I'm sorry. Magda, Ralph, what's up? Where are my people at? My inner circle people at? Tasso, come on. Hal, Jay Shun, what's up, bro? Come on, man. So look, today we have an incredible speaker. She's an incredible entrepreneur. She commands a really big speaking fee. We were able to get her because she wants to reach out and impact people. She's a personal friend of Grant's, so that helps too. So super excited to have Rebecca Minkoff today. I do want to tell you guys about one thing that's really exciting. We got a lot of questions about this yesterday. We're going to be getting rolling here in about 10 minutes. Bringing Grant on. He's going to be talking about daily disciplines. You don't want me to tell him? Super important. We have a major contest going on right now. The leader has how many points?
960.
960 points for the person in first place right now. If you go to grantcardone.com/contest, grantcardone.com/contest, if you enroll in that contest, that's where you qualify to win all those crazy prizes we were talking about yesterday. Ride on the jet, personal coaching sessions with Grant, cash, tickets to our events, access to Cardone University. All that stuff is going to be given away by people who are enrolled in this contest, and they are out there sharing. We want to get as many people as we can on the challenge so that we can reach as many people as possible. It's absolutely free. Would y'all agree that the world would be a better place if everybody was thinking like this? Let me see some thumbs up if you agree with me. Of course it would. So you guys can either contribute to that or you look, there's no the same ever with anything. You're either moving closer or further away from something. So if you guys think it'd be a good idea, then share it. If not, then you're not helping. You're part of the problem. You ought to be sharing this with everybody. Great exercise. Share with your friends that you're joining a challenge group because you're trying to improve your life or your business or your income. And just see what the people around you say. You think y'all would be surprised by what some people said? The negativity, the hate, the resentment. Right? That's how you got to start making decisions. Eventually you're going to realize that the circle does get smaller. Because there aren't a whole lot of people that are thinking like the people that are on this call. Like out of 350 million people in the world, or in the United States rather, there's 250,000 people that are registered for this. And all those people don't even show up. Y'all showed up. You guys are here. So you're already in a group of a super small group of people who have said, I'm committed to doing more, and you showed up. Like, it's free. All you had to do was just show up. Cost you nothing. So so grantcardone.com/contest. Join the contest. There's a leaderboard. It's interactive. As people are signing up for free to this program from your link, you'll get more points. And then we'll be making announcements throughout the challenge for the people that are at the top of the leaderboard. Also, homework. Every session at the end of the training, we're going to be giving you our homework assignment. This is really, really easy. And because it's so easy, it means that it's going to be easy to not do. But I promise you, it's important for 2 reasons. Number 1, because it's going to move you into action. At the end of this call every day, you're going to make a decision. I'm either going to do something with that or I'm not. You will be tested when this training ends today on whether or not you're going to do something with this. Like the people who get into action quickly and the people who continue to persist when it gets tough and they continue to take action, that's one thing that Grant does better than anybody I've ever met in my life. No matter what, with his eyes bleeding, his ankle hurt, his back hurt, his hair, his head shaved, whatever. He keeps showing up. If we go, hey man, we ought to call somebody, like he's got the phone number dialed in his phone before the sentence even comes out of my mouth. Because what happens is if you add time to decisions, you exponentially increase the likelihood that you won't do anything. So as soon as we end this training today, go right to the Facebook group if you're not already there and drop your homework assignment. It's going to be a video or a post every day that's going to tell you, that's going to basically challenge you to make a proclamation, to make a statement about the thing that we talked about, and there will be built-in accountability within the group. A great idea might be going through that Facebook group if you want to meet people and just asking, hey, have you given up on your commitment yet? Right? So homework, end of every day. You can also get the homework assignment. You can see what it was if you go to grantcardone.com/homework. But the sooner you do things, the quicker you move into action, the quicker you make decisions, the better off you'll be every single time. If you struggle with doubt, if you struggle with fear, if you add speed, it overrules all of those. Another life lesson. So just make sure you hashtag your homework today for today's assignment. Hashtag 10x day 2. Hashtag 10x day 2.
Let's do it.
So we're going to get ready. Grant's going to go early here because that's just how he rolls. For those of you who don't know who this man is right here, Mr. 10x. He's a New York Times best-selling author. He started from nothing. He's got an incredible family. He's figured out the work in the home-life balance. He's got multiple successful 8- and 9-figure businesses. He's bought billions of dollars in real estate. He just finished shooting a TV show for Discovery where they take away everything. You look at a guy like this that's got all the money and you say, yeah, but could you do it again if you had nothing? He just did his TV show with Discovery called Undercover Billionaire where he took that challenge on, and in January, y'all are going to get to see how this guy goes from nothing, $100 in his pocket, a shaved head, show him the shaved head, okay?
It's coming back.
A cell phone,
It's coming back.
and a busted-ass truck. And he knows nobody. They drop him in a small town where nobody knows him. He don't know anybody. He's no longer Grant Cardone. And he's got to build $1 million business in 90 days. How y'all think it turned out? Huh? All right. So without further ado, my man, the one and only Mr.
Jared,
Cardone.
thank you, Jared.
Can I take my work with
Yes,
you?
sir. Take it. And Jared is an inspiration to me because what he does with the information and making it work, putting it into action. Somebody asked me today, can I see your book again?
Yeah.
What inspires you? What inspires me? The thing that inspires me the most is not the jet, it's not the money, it's not the deals. It's you guys. You guys win it. There's nothing more inspirational. Here you go. There's nothing more inspirational to me than you winning with this material. So when you call me up or you see me in the airport or you see me at the office, you guys come in for the mentoring call. We're going to be doing 4 weeks. Somebody said they can't hear anything.
Sound is low. That's why
Can you
can't
kick
hear.
it up, Johnny? My mic is off. Speak loudly, please. Audio is low. Hold on, that's why I came on early. We can fix these things.
There we go.
How about that? How about that audio? Okay, that's better, that's better, that's better. So, somebody said, speak clearly. Speak English, somebody said. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, how about some of that? We actually had a guy give me a review of a 2 yesterday. I said, what's the cat's name that gave me the 2 review? And then he went on to like 6 lines of material about why it was a 2. I'm like, bro, just kick him out of the group. Okay? Like, oh, he wasn't, Jared's like, he wasn't ugly. I'm like, he gave me a 2, bro. Like, pop him out of the group. The deal was free. Like, come on, man. How can you give me a 2 when I just gave you 2 hours of my time? And that was the first day of 10 days. And for those of you that are committed, don't be surprised if I don't have an extra day for you. Ooh. Everybody, the VIPs, everybody in the VIP, okay? Look, guys, I'm telling you, I live to help people. It is the number one fuel in my life. It is the biggest wealth collector that I have. So, when I get to see your faces like I can on these Zoom calls, I can't see the 250,000 people that signed up here. But when I get to see your faces, and I get to see Hermith and Dennis and Gus and Amanda and Simone and Richard and Robert and Trey and Johnny and Noam and Centeri and Mars and Roberto and Cadby. I mean, I get to see you guys over and over again. I get to know you. I get to start talking to you, and I get to start understanding about your business. Jane and Jennifer and Dawn and Jim Harden and Cardell and Hossein and people from all over the world. We got people from Iran here, from Indianapolis, from LA to Latvia. Latvia, I'm sorry guys, please don't hate on me. We got Slovenia in the house. We got Verdell is here.
Argentina,
so
Brazil.
I come on early to say hi to you, and then we stay late for the VIPs. For all of you that have signed up VIP, grantcardone.com/pass, grantcardone.com/pass. For all of you that signed up at the grantcardone.com/pass, you paid $97 for that. We are going to give all those people 4 weeks of mentoring when this ends. You're in our Inner Circle mentoring call. That's a $2,500 program. If you're already part of it, don't hold this against me. Don't ask for your money back because I gave it away tonight. I live in America. I'm a free man. I actually own the company. I can do whatever I want to do. Okay? So I give Johnny a turkey yesterday. Yep. I charged Johnny for a turkey yesterday. And today I decided to give a turkey to Bob. Johnny should not be upset. Everybody agree with that? Okay, both turkeys were mine. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Leaderboard. GrantCardone.com/pass. A lot of people are asking about that. For 90, what is it, 97 bucks?
Yeah.
$97. You become a VIP. You get to do Q&A with the speakers at the end. The session ends at about 6 o'clock tonight. And then I go just a Q&A, a private Q&A, and we're going to include those 4 weeks. So if you want to take advantage of it, take advantage of it. It's a super freaking awesome, unbelievable deal. And for you guys that are VIP already, I'm giving that to you as well, so don't worry about it. Leaderboard, grantcardone.com/contest. That's where you go to win the stuff, okay? We're doing stupid stuff, okay? There's going to be 10 people speak on the stage at the 10X Growth Conference. I'm going to introduce you to 12,000 people. The only way to get that is to go to the contest, the leaderboard, grantcardone.com/contest. Some of you don't like contests. You're like, I ain't playing a contest. I'm like, bro, I'm going to put you on stage in front of 12,000 people and millions of people online. Okay? Okay, remember what I said last night. If the goal is big enough, you will do things that you yesterday thought you would not do. That should have been one of your big takeaways yesterday. If you missed yesterday, you will walk on glass, okay? You will drink semen from the devil. Just saying. You would if the goal was big enough, okay? Jared's saying, God dang, you had to go there that early. It's not even 5:01. You understand what I'm saying? Now, why do I exaggerate like that, okay? We're going to be talking about that in the 4th week when we talk about marketing. How to get attention and keep it. So many of you know how to get it, and then you lose it. Y'all don't know how to keep attention. Most people don't know how to get it. Almost no one knows how to keep it. And then almost no one, same with money by the way, no one knows how to multiply it over and over again. Very few people know how to play the attention game now. So we're going to be talking about, why do I drop some of those things in? Why do I suddenly say to somebody, hey, you bought this from me, now I'm going to give that? Why do I bring in Floyd Mayweather and didn't tell anybody in my promotion that I was going to bring Floyd Mayweather in? Because money follows attention, and attention follows money. It's a loop, Okay, if you're taking notes, remember, screen save your notes. We got some freaking awesome note pages last night. People won hundreds of dollars, $500, thousands of dollars. They got entered into contests just because they shared the notes. I want this to live on through you. Okay, money follows attention, and attention follows money. It's a loop. You interrupt either one of those, oh, hey, okay. I got a call today from Ben Franklin. I said, Ben, what's up, Ben? Benny, my favorite dude in the universe. Ain't nothing I love. I'll take a call from dead Ben Franklin any day of the week. He coming from his grave, making sure I'm not a slave. You know, I got a stack of 40 right here. Elena's like, that's 2 bags. Elena doesn't know how to count. She counts in Chanel bags. She's like, that's 2 bags with maybe $500 left over. It's a damn shame. Okay, now why do I do that? Why does that work on Instagram over and over and over again? By the way, it works for everybody, including everybody that's like, I hate him doing that. It's working on you right now. This is what we're going to be talking about the 4th week, how to get attention, keep attention, and multiply attention. In the 8th week, if I have my numbers right, we're going to be talking about how to get money, keep money, multiply money, when to use it, when to spend it, how to actually go in debt. When is going in debt good for you? Guys, don't miss a week, okay? Don't miss a week. Can you commit? 10 weeks. 10 weeks. So I'm going to spend the first 40 minutes. I'm going to bring Rebecca Meekoff in tonight. Rebecca's a phenomenal entrepreneur. Every night I'm going to bring somebody in to reinforce what I'm sharing with you. They don't even know what I'm talking about before I do this tonight. So when Rebecca comes in tonight, I'll be like, Rebecca, how do you use these things, okay? So I think I got all my homework done, right, Jared? I got everything I needed done? Mm-hmm. Okay, share your takeaways, your notes. Make sure you share the page on Facebook. Let's get your brother, your uncle, your aunt, your cousins. Somebody asked me today, man, if you could change anything, dude, I would take the 12 years of high school and do it in 6. Okay, and I would tell people if you're going to go to college for 4 years, and if you can't get it done in 2 years, don't show up at all. That would literally get me out of school by the time I'm like 15 years old. And then I could actually go do something important in the world. So Jared referenced speed, man. Speed. The speed at which you can move at something determines how much power you have when you hit it. Speed requires confidence. Okay? If I have 3 plays in my head, I can do A, B, or C. I'm not going to have speed. I was watching Aaron Rodgers Sunday. They give him 2 plays. The coach calls a play in, but really Aaron has 2 plays. He can call either one of those 2 plays, and they have 5 variations in each of those 2 plays. But they've drilled them thousands of times so that they can move with speed. When he says 27, they know exactly what play to interact with. The team pushes and can move the ball down the field. Okay? Tonight, I've been studying successful people since I was, 15 years old. I have been infatuated with anything that I could get on people that were in power. How did they get started? How did they maintain it? And how did they get destroyed in the end? Or how did they continue on? How did they create a legacy? From Walt Disney to Vito Corleone. I'm like, oh God, it kind of went bad in the end, right? How do you get successful, even get started on the road, then move your way up? You guys ever ask yourself this? How do you, once you get it, how do you keep it? Once you have it, how do you not be satisfied with it so it sucks you in and makes you comfortable? Because there's a big downside to success that you guys don't know about unless you've had it. Dude, it is so seductive. It's like, cool out, bro, cool out. You good, man. You got it. Your friends will even tell you this. Your neighbors will tell you, man, you're doing so good. Why don't you chill? And you'll become comfortable, and guess what? That is not what got you there. What got you there was the push and the hustle. Then people get it, and they're like, oh, I'm going to relax now. New operating basis. No. You just violated exactly what got you to where you were going. So if you're taking notes again, dude, don't interrupt what got you there. See, what got Mark Cuban to $1 billion is not what Mark Cuban is doing now. He's not in build mode anymore. He'll admit that to you. It's not his deal now. Okay? So I'm not saying that's right or wrong or good or bad. You're probably not in Mark's category. I'm not in his category. So I still need to push if I want to get in that category. Okay, tonight I'm talking about the disciplines of these people that I've been studying for, I guess, 37 years. I'm going to give you 9 major characteristics. You want to write these down. These are characteristics you will find in every successful person that you can mention. Alexander the Great, Jesus Christ, Martin Luther King, John Kennedy, Barack Obama, Oprah, whoever you think is successful. If you categorize him as a successful person, Rebecca Minkoff tonight will have most of these, and she will lean on 3 or 4 of them that are hers. Okay, number 1, discipline, vitamin D. Everybody's like, man, why are you always talking about the vitamin D? Vitamin D, man. I need some vitamin D. I need the discipline. You got a great idea. You got a bunch of money. If you don't have discipline, you'll blow the idea. You'll blow the money. This is what happens to the NBA ball player, the NFL, the superstar. This is what happened to Mike Tyson. He lacked the vitamin D. 2, fortitude. Fortitude, we mentioned that word yesterday. Most people don't even know what that word means. Fortitude means courage in enduring with pain and adversity. See, I got number 1 and number 2. Like, I'm strong on some vitamin D, and I got me some long vitamin F. Okay, Jared mentioned this earlier. Dude, if it's painful, I'm still going to do it. Like, I just have that grit. It hurts. It doesn't feel good. Why would a guy go spend 90 days without his family? With $100 to his name. You got to be crazy. Or you have to have tremendous fortitude. You know, most super successful people are actually they're called crazy because people do not understand that they're developing this characteristic. It's just mind-boggling to me how many geniuses we first label to be crazy. Maybe you're there. Sarah Blakely. Sarah Blakely had $5,000, started a $1 billion company with $5,000 without cold calling on JCPenney's. Freaking insane. The show's going to be out in January. People are asking when the show's coming out. It'll be January. If I don't go crazy on these people before then. Number 3, persistence. Persistence, the ability to continue on, firm or obstinate continuation on a course of action. One of the things we'll be doing in the homework tonight is you're going to be rating where you're at on a scale from 1 to 10. Where are you at on these? Before you do that, I'm going to ask you to define each one. Make sure you even know what they mean. I was doing math with my daughter today. And my daughter said she was figuring out averages of number. Okay, the number was 16. I think there was a 25 and a 41. And the question in the math class is, what is the average of these 3 numbers? And she's like, Papa, what does this mean? I don't know how to figure this out. She's great at math. I said, baby, what don't you understand? This is what she said. Who knows what she didn't understand? It's 3 numbers, 16, 25, and 41. She could not figure out. She's good at math, knows how to. She's like, what is average? Jean Chai, I got $100 for you, Jean Chai. Okay? She's like, what is the definition of average? Okay? Different than normal. It is the median or the huh? You want me to give up 5,000 tonight?
Just keep giving it.
Keep giving it, huh?
Just keep giving it.
These are our VIPs. I can see their names, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, by the way, some people are asking about the VIP on my phone right now, so if y'all can see that. It's grantcardone.com/pass. How much you want me to give out, though, Jared? How much should I give out, guys? There's $40K right here. This is gas money. This is Las Vegas to Miami. I can get Cost about $42,000 to get the
All
bird.
of it, all of it.
All of it, all of it. Okay.
All of it, all
Let me ask you guys this: when I tell you that it costs $40,000 to put a plane in the air, be honest with yourself right now. Okay, this is really, really important. This is what you signed up for, by the way, whether you know it or not. You're like, I didn't know this thing was going to be this. Well, good. This is what you signed up for. You just didn't know it, or you didn't know you knew it. When I tell you that it costs $40K to put a bird in the air and land it at home, for one person's on the plane, by the way. My plane seats 16 people. Somebody asked me today, how many's your plane fit? One comfortably. And one comfortably. We just put the pilots in there so they can touch their little buttons. When I say that to you, and I laugh and I chuckle and I do like my little Grant Cardone, when I do that, how does it make you feel? Like, what's the honesty for yourself? How does it make you feel when I say that? And how many of you have people surrounded? We talked about people that you're surrounded with last night. What does your family say? Who's going to say something at Thanksgiving dinner like, dude, how can the guy be so selfish that he would spend $40,000 on gas? You really, in these 10 weeks, you need to get clear on the stuff that bothers you. Okay? You're taking notes. Look for the things that agitate you. They are gifts. All you got to do is unwrap it. Quit resisting it. Why do I hate this guy talking about money? Okay, why do I hate this? Why does this bug me out so bad? Okay, you're watching the rappers and they're cursing and they're saying this and they're saying that. Why does that bother you so freaking bad? What is that thing that bugs you out so bad? Because behind that, I guarantee on the other side of that, if you lean into it, you might find out something about yourself. Something you're resisting. So I know for years, okay, I'd be like, I just didn't understand how people could have that much. Okay, and over, what it was the scarcity. I had a scarcity issue going on that limited me from the ability to even dream, have material things. If you're limited in your ability to collect material things, you're limited in your ability to dream and fantasize and be a visionary. Visionary is one of the successful traits, by the way. Okay? 3, persistence. 4, courage. You need courage, folks. Nobody says I'm short on vitamin C. Like, courage. What is courage? Courage is to act in the face of danger. Courage always happens.
The ability to do something that frightens one.
Yeah,
Strength,
the ability to do something that frightens a person.
Strength in the face of pain or grief.
Strength in the face of pain or grief. Okay? Number 5, vitamin C. Squared. Commitment. Commitment. To commit.
The quality or state of being dedicated to a cause or activity.
Okay? It's like, hey, what am I commit? This is C cubed. No, C squared, sorry. 6, number 6 is visionary. 7, the ability to handle rejection. 7, I can handle rejection, disappointment, discouragement, negativity, naysayers.
You gonna tell them the trick about rejection?
Dude, rejection is basically an indication. If you experience, I cannot handle rejection. This is one of the things we'll be doing over the 4-week mentoring program. Right? Imagine, you give me your best pitch, and I'm like, dude, that sucked. And it was a perfect pitch, by the way. And you're pitching an idea for $1 million, and I have the $1 million, and you do the best pitch in the room, and I hit you with, dude, the pitch sucked, you suck, idea sucks, it all sucks, bro. Now I get to meet you, don't I? I get to meet you. Maybe I just tell you it sucks just to meet you. And to find out all of a sudden this genius presentation gets shattered because of my comments. Dude, you're not going to be able to make it. These are the things you have to develop, folks. Okay, greatness can happen in a second. Okay, great people are made over time. This does not happen in a second. You cannot be great in a second. You can have something great happen to you in a moment. You cannot become great. You cannot return to your original self in 1 second. Not yet. Too many complications. There's too many things been added. Okay? 7, handle rejection. 8, confidence. That is C cubed. How do you get confidence? There is only one way to get confidence. Who knows the answer to this for $100? Ooh. Only one way to get confidence.
Let's see who gets it first.
We got to scroll down.
Oh, you can't read about it. You can learn about it. You got to let's see who got it first. Germany? No, Germany's not the right answer.
Action. Oh, scroll back up. We got it. Go back up. Go back up. Go back up.
Ooh, they're
By
coming
doing, keep
Doing
going up.
by doing confidence. Let's see who we're gonna get that
You gotta
to.
scroll back up like to 517. Up this way. Keep going up, 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 up.
pick-
Action doing.
I'll pick 5 people. Just give me 5.
Okay, Logan Price.
Logan Price, Aaron Rodgers. No. Aaron Rodgers didn't get it right. Aaron, you were so close, but I can't give it to you.
Harvey Langford.
Harvey Langford,
Valerie Guzman.
Valerie Guzman.
Keep going. Marty.
No. Doing it. Centuri. Okay, that's 5 people. Okay, come on, man. I'm gonna become the government here in a second. Okay. Greatness cannot happen without number 1, folks. Okay, I gave you everything on the list. Oh no, number 9. I didn't give you. Who knows number 9 for 500?
Ooh.
$500 for number 9. I love giving money away. Okay, this shit fun. Okay, action. No. Okay. Hey, by the way, the guys on the Facebook, can we get them involved in this? We might need some more people involved in this.
VIPs only, you know.
No. Let's see. I'll give it to everybody. Everybody get in there. Bang it. Okay. How many you got open? You got YouTube?
I got YouTube open.
You got YouTube open? Okay.
What's the answer?
You know what you're looking for?
No.
Let me see.
People are gonna hear you.
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm like,
This one?
Are you serious? Yeah.
Oh, ain't nobody gonna get that one.
what is it?
Dude, I can't believe you guys haven't picked this yet.
Wow. What is it?
Guys, you got to put all these together, okay? One of these won't get you there. When I tell you guys what this is, you're going to be like, of course. Dude, the ability to solve problems. Okay? What if I'm disciplined, I have fortitude, I'm persistent, I'm committed, I'm a visionary, I handle rejection, I'm confident, but I can't solve a problem? Okay, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I have this problem-solving intelligence. It's an IQ. And which problem? Because you're never gonna have one problem. One problem creates multiple problems. Okay, what's the problem you need to solve? And if you have 5 problems, which one needs to be solved first? Logic, the ability to pick. Oh, dude, there's 5 problems here. There's only one I need to handle. I handle that one. The other 4 get handled automatically. People are talking about priorities. How do I prioritize? Okay, the freaking kitchen's burning, the building's falling, the freaking there's a
Sharks.
hurricane coming. There's
Sharks in the water.
Yeah. There's a robber in the streets, and there's an election. There's the thing going on tonight. Which one do you do first? This is where people panic and they do nothing. Okay, this is why this is so important. This is why I did not do this in 10 hours in one day. I did it over 10 days, so you guys can get a little piece. Hopefully you'll take a little piece, you'll add that little piece. Okay, these are 9 things you need to start working on. These are 9 things that we'll be working on in the mentoring calls for our VIPs. That website, by the way, is grantcardone.com/pass. I want to get as many people involved in our VIP backstage program as possible. I am selfish about this. I want to meet you. I want to work with you. I want to have more time with you. grantcardone.com/pass. grantcardone.com/pass. We'll make sure that each of you get the link to the 4-week mentor program. Greatness cannot happen without vitamin D. That's how I want to focus on tonight. It's discipline. Discipline is the practice of training others or yourself. You might want to write this down. To obey rules. To obey rules. I know people are like, I obey no one. Okay, bro. Why don't you just get a t-shirt? No discipline. If you don't have rules and you don't obey rules, you cannot have discipline. Like I have rules in my life. Just like the law, there's rules on the red light, the stop light, the yield, there's rules. There's rules in life. I have Grant's rules. Grant's got his own set of rules. I wake up with those rules. I eat by those rules. I sleep by those rules. I make sales calls by those rules. When you see the show Undercover Billionaire, you're going to see me operating by my rules, validating my rules. Okay, do I go for $100? Do I manage $100? Or do I go for 10 grand? Discipline is the practice of training others or yourself to obey rules to a code of behavior, using punishment to correct disobedience. Who do you think punishes me more than anyone else?
You.
I do. I am the governor of my life. Anybody that has high ethics will govern themselves. They will immediately correct themselves. Okay? They'll keep pushing. I need to push points. People around me sometimes don't understand. I need to push a point to find out, okay, is it really too much? Or is that just what society says is too much? Discipline requires 1, that I show up, 2, that I commit, 3, that I have rewards, 4, that there's punishment involved. Okay, 4 things that you need for discipline. This is the great people killer right here. It's not taught in schools. Your parents gave up on it, or your parents put in too much discipline. I let my kids discipline themselves. Okay, so it's like, okay, hey, there's 27 pieces of sugar in there. How many of you want to eat them all? Go ahead, hit them. I'll watch you. Go for it. Let's see when you get sick. They got to find out. I need them to know where they need to say, hey, you know what, I'm good now. So they can take the wrapper, take the second one, take the third one, and say, hey, I'm done. I know this is beyond this, gets me sick. Okay? Show up. You got to show up to be disciplined. 2, you got to commit. Commitment, you got to make a commitment. That means something different than most people understand. 3, rewards. There could be a score here, at least a personal score. What's the biggest reward for me being disciplined?
Outcome, success, fulfillment, freedom, commission, winning, money, satisfied, success, results.
Self-esteem. Self-esteem is the biggest.
Confidence, yeah.
Is the biggest. Hey man, I trust me. I trust me. When I go in that gym every day and I hit that gym every day and I put together a week and then I put together 2 weeks and I put together 3 weeks and the next thing you know, man, I'm like, boom, I'm going there every day. Forget, hey, I build muscle. I get personal confidence. I start banging out money. I get money, I collect it, I save it, I take it, I get rid of it. I go give it away to people. Here's some money. And then I go replace it again. Okay, and then I give that away. And then I go get it and replace it again. Okay, and I get another big stack here, and I go give that money away to the church. And then I get some more money, and I go give it away to a charity. I get some more money, and I go buy a plane. And I'm out of money again. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to go get some more money. I have confidence in my ability because I'm disciplined. Man, people, one of the things we'll be talking about in the 8th week about finances is discipline around money. And also being a visionary around money. Okay, because the big thinkers are visionaries about money. They're not trying to save money. They're trying to create flows, streams, opportunities, infinite flows of money that aren't necessarily dependent upon them pushing. Okay, the products of discipline I just mentioned: personal confidence, 2, respect of self, respect from others. People will respect you. People can hate me and still respect my work ethic. 3, leadership. Okay, you cannot get to a place of leadership unless you marry it without discipline. And number 4, you create a quality of fortitude. Okay, your next characteristic is going to be fortitude. You cannot be fortuitous. Probably not the right word.
Fortuitous.
You cannot have fortitude without having discipline. Okay, so all that being said, what are you going to do with all this information? A lot of information. Okay, I'm going to ask Rebecca here in a second what she thinks about it. What are her disciplines? What are her deals? How does she stay focused? Okay, I'll just share with you some of my daily rituals, and then I'm going to invite you guys to figure out some of these you can use in your life. Okay, like I try to beat the sun up every day. Costs me nothing to do that. I have all these little tricks that cost nothing. Just for the next 8 or 9 days, man, can I beat the sun up? Wherever you are. Now, obviously, if you're a truck driver and you're driving till the sun comes up, you can't beat the sun up. So what is your time? What is the time that's difficult for you? What is that time that's difficult for you? For most of you, if you're going to work at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, or maybe you're working from home. COVID created a lot of problems for people. Not today either, by the way. The least of the problems were people getting sick. Do you understand that billions of people now have broken their daily habits? I can't go to the gym. I have all day. I have nobody holding me accountable. There is no team anymore. Like, we have literally broke. A lot of people put on a bunch of weight, sitting around, nothing to do, nobody watching them. Okay, you can't tell me that's good for people. How many think that that is not good for people? Dude, if you're overweight, you need to show it to people. Okay, if you have no muscle, you need to show that to people. There's a reason why I was wearing a t-shirt out to the pool 2 years ago, because I didn't like the way I looked. Say, man, why you always wearing a shirt? Because I don't like what I got. You know? Why are you covering your car? You're either covering to protect it or to hide it. Yeah. Okay, so beat the sun up. Try beating the sun up every day. Okay, try beating the sun up. I guarantee it's tougher than you think it is. First thing you'll do every morning is you'll wake up and figure out, man, am I disciplined? Do I have fortitude? And can I be talked out of this? You're talking to yourself, by the way. There's nobody in there talking to you. Okay, 2, dare you to pull this off for 10 days. Most of you will fail this within 3 days. And it costs nothing. 24 hours. Maybe not even 24 hours. You might not even make it 24 hours. Write your goals down in the AM and the PM. Okay, for $100, when's the other time I write my goals down? Disappointed gets it. Whoever said disappointed first. But I am. Whoever that is, the first disappointed gets it.
There's a guy on YouTube. You want me to get them?
AM. Yeah, that's fine.
Joshua Ortiz, when you're down.
Yeah. Okay, so number one, we give away, I write my goals down in the morning, I write them down in the afternoon, and I write them down when I'm disappointed. Okay, but I dare you for the next 8, 9 days, whatever the number is, I'm gonna quit talking about days here in a second. First thing you do in the morning before you go take a wee-wee, but I call it taking a leak. What do women call it? What do y'all call it? Tinkling. Ladies, when you tinkle.
Little boys.
By the way, ladies, when you guys tinkle, do y'all sit or do y'all hover?
If it's in public, we hover.
But what about at home?
We sit. Yeah.
Okay. Because I hover.
Hemet.
I'll tell you right now.
Hemet Kumar.
I'm a hover.
Hemet.
Okay. He's so obnoxious. He's so raw. Okay. Squatty potty. Look at him coming in. Hovering public. I love you, bro. You need Japanese toilet. Tokyo tinkle.
Can I give some stuff away?
No, yeah, you can, but can I finish this?
Yeah, because Rebecca, she just got on that.
Okay, good. Rebecca, hang on a second, girlfriend. We're going to do some great things together, me and you. Number 3, you need to make one hard call every day. Okay? You guys didn't make any hard calls today. I'm talking about the hard one. That's the first call I make every day. I never make the easy call first. I take the hardest damn call I can make and get it out of the way. Because if you can make that one, the other ones are easy. Rebecca Meekoff is in the house. Okay? 4, show up. here every day no matter what. Some of you will not be able to finish the next 8 days. And it will not be because life came in and got you. It'll be because you did not make this a priority. This was not important enough to you. Okay, if you paid $1 million for this, you would be here every day. Like we have proof and validation of this. We have a 99% show-up rate on our diamond seats at the 10X Growth Conference, and it falls off about 20 points when people pay under $1,000. Guy pays 20 grand, he shows up. Guy pays $995, he can't even make it. That's just $900, big deal. No big deal, okay? Dude, it is a big deal. You broke a commitment. And a commitment is one of the things in here that is going to get you to the next level, okay? Okay, now, we're going to send you some exercises. These are 4 things that I do every day, every single day. If you want to add one, eat healthy. Just for the next 8 days. Don't eat the stuff you want to eat. Okay? If it says on the food item, this will make you pudgy, maybe you want to pass. Okay. Jared wants to give something away. Then I'm going to bring Rebecca in. I'm going to be asking Rebecca about these 9. Hopefully she's been listening to me good. Jared, go ahead. You wanted to give something away?
So I just wanted every day, like Grant was just talking about homework assignments and whatnot. So every day we're announcing winners for people who complete their homework, which is going to be given at the end of the training today. It will be required for you to go into the Facebook group and do something based on what we've discussed today. So the winners from yesterday: Melissa Anglin, Kenneth Reifer, sorry about that, Katie Conroy, Morgan Cooks, Harvey Lisa Marie, Nancy Summers, Linda Green, Julie Nuremberg, Curtis Hoppy, Mary Gabriel, Joseph Pucco. All 10 of you won 30 days of access to Cardone University simply for doing your homework. Congratulations.
Here's another thing to do every day. Cardone University. By the way, I should add that. You guys should do Cardone University every day. Check into that. Beat the sun up. Eat healthy. Get a gym in. How about a gym? Okay, I know Rebecca works out every day, probably twice a day. She a maniac, okay? Cardone University. Do Cardone University every day and make one call every day. Okay, I'm going to bring Rebecca in right now, folks. I hope you enjoyed what we've done, but I want to bring Rebecca in. Hopefully she heard. Rebecca Minkoff, global brand, fashionistas, freaking genius entrepreneur. She has a wide range of apparels, handbags, footwear, jewelry, accessories. She's one of the major, best, phenomenal leaders on Instagram. If you hadn't followed her on Instagram, Rebecca Minkoff. She's gonna have we're gonna have a promo code for her website, right?
10X Rebecca 30.
So
Yeah.
they go to what, RebeccaMinkoff.com?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we're gonna give you a code so you guys, ladies, you can go take advantage of everything she's got there, get
Or
a special
men,
deal.
ladies.
And men that are committed to you, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Man, giving people stuff is a good daily action.
Mm-hmm.
Might want to add it, by the way, to your list of things. Every day for the next 8 days, give something to somebody. This woman, she became a sensation overnight, which means like 70 years. Okay? It felt like 70 years, didn't it? With I Love New York t-shirt. I did not know you did that.
Yeah.
That is whack. How did you come up with that?
So I was at this artist convention in the Bahamas. I was 21 and I loved the Aruba, I loved the Curacao, but that wasn't where I lived. I lived in New York City. I wanted to represent. So I came back, went down to Canal Street, got this t-shirt, cut it up, made it cool. DIY was trending then. Please don't ever go back to that moment. Anyone in fashion.
What was that DIY?
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself. T-shirts.
Okay. You got it.
Jazzing it up.
And I sent it to Jenna Elfman on September 9th, 2001. And she wore it on Jay Leno shortly after and said my name. And I gave all the money to the Red Cross, but that shirt just sold. That's all I did for 9 months is I was bike down to Canal Street, make that shirt, ship it, wash, rinse, repeat.
So, Rebecca, are you from New Orleans?
No. No, I'm from San Diego originally, but I moved to New York when I was 18.
Okay. Where in San Diego?
In Mission Hills.
Okay, yeah, I know. I lived in San Diego for quite some time. So, look, I'm so excited about having you here tonight because you're such a leader, such an awesome business person. I'm going to tell everybody a little. You and I were texting behind the scenes the other day, and she's like, I said, I got to come see behind the scenes of your empire. And you want to tell everybody what you said to me?
I said, have you seen The Crying Game?
So talk about that. Like, let people know. Like, just tell them let them know how you got started, and if you can incorporate some of these characteristics that I talked about: courage and commitment and fortitude, and
Which one's for her?
you know, which one of these is for you? Whether it's commitment or courage or visionary, handling rejection, any of those stories you can weave in there.
Yeah. So I really want to start off by saying I think we've all grown accustomed to this idea that we can get whatever we want with this device, right? Uber, Amazon. And I've been doing this for 15 years. And let me tell you, the highs have been as high, you know, the lows have been as low as the highs. And so when you say fortitude, if you are an entrepreneur or you are committed to working within an organization, you have got to, you know, recommit every time it's hard. You know, I could tell you nightmare stories where you might want to run, but I think you have to almost visualize that you're one of those dolls that, you know, gets hit and goes back up again. And it's the only way you'll succeed as an entrepreneur, because I say every day, and I even have a newsletter on LinkedIn, you can't make this shit up, what we go through as founders and entrepreneurs.
And so what has, like what is something that happened to you and you're like, this is the blow that killed me, I'm done, and you rebooted somehow?
Yeah, so within the fashion industry, there are some forms of financing that maybe are traditional to other industries. One of them is called a factor. So they advance you money based on your purchase orders and the credit that these stores have. And I actually write about this in my book, which comes out next summer. But many years ago, I was celebrating the end of a successful sales season. I was in Paris at this fancy restaurant, drinking the champagne, having, you know, truffle pasta. And I see an email, and my face goes white, and, you know, our lender was pulling the plug, and they said we can no longer advance you any money, which meant we couldn't pay for our goods, they wouldn't get here on time, we would have nothing to ship.
Uh-oh. Oh man, I hate that.
And I just was like, oh, that moment. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You just froze up on our end for a little bit. I'm like, you were like that.
It forced me to confront in that moment, like, what is the solution here? You know, as soon as I get back to New York, how do I solve this? What are, you know, I like to go through a mental Rolodex in my head of solution. There's not always one, but go through that exercise of confronting the problem. Don't run from it. Break it apart. Find someone you can talk to that's not your best friend about the problem, and break it apart, and usually it loosens up a little bit from there. So we got them to not pull the plug. We're still here. But for a minute I was like, okay, I guess I'll go, you know, nothing wrong with being a receptionist, but I'll go, you know, move to my dad's office and I'll answer the phones. But that was how real it felt at that moment.
Well, you always have we'll always give you a job at my place answering the phones, Rebecca. You know, you can create bags while you're answering the phone, so I would love to have you. Now, you mentioned something. You said, I talked to somebody, but never my friend. I found that to be very interesting. Why did you say that?
So unless your friend is a founder or has a certain element of knowledge in your field, you're probably going to get bad advice, you know? My husband and I have an unspoken rule. Why cry, about him to my girlfriends, right? That's not the source. Let me go to my husband and say, this is what I need in the relationship. So it's like that in business too. Like, make sure your sounding board has experience, knowledge, that they actually can give you the right advice versus your friend who loves you and wants to stand up for you saying like, well, you should just say F it to them, or whatever they might come up with.
Yeah, so would that include family, like calling mom or dad, or?
Unless mom or dad have the intimate details of business and like what you've been going through, I think the worst thing you can do is ask, for advice from someone who doesn't have that experience or has no prior knowledge, or who might give you advice from a really one-sided view.
Yeah. And that's what I found is like even calling my brother who's in business, right? It's just, I don't know. Like how much of this have you had to just really consult your own truth in many cases and like even disregard any advice?
Yeah, I say a lot, follow your gut. There's a reason why that saying is there, because oftentimes as a founder, maybe it's not the answer that you want, right? But when you sort of do that check, okay, let me go into my certainty and see what it is, that's usually where you're right. And if you're wrong, move on, pivot, move on, fail fast and fail hard.
Yeah, go fast and fail hard. I love that.
Fail fast, fail hard.
Fail fast, fail hard.
Yeah.
So when you go with your gut, like how do you know, oh, dude, this was definitely, the gut was wrong on this one? Like what are you looking for? Are you looking for results out of that? You're looking for stats, money?
I think it's important with any initiative we do, we know exactly the ROI that we are setting out to get, so with my social media, it's not really about sales, it's about engagement, it's about customer affinity. So I don't expect to have sales from there. With our emails, what is it? Is it open rates? Is it click-through rates? So I think, first assess what is the ROI I'm looking for. It's not always about money. I think, the long game is far greater than just the end, I made a sale, right? It's community, it's collaboration, it's a dedicated and loyal customer base. Because if they love you and they love what you're putting out and giving them as a service, they will come back. So for us, it's making sure that those things align, and then you're not set up to fail. Then you're like, with my fashion shows, some seasons, it's only about earned media. It's like, how much can my name be out there? I'm not looking at anything else. And then some seasons we really want to drive sales. So figure out what that is first, and then you can know if you're successful.
So like, how did you in the beginning? How much money did you have to start your business? Zero. So what did you do? Like how did you go from zero to Rebecca Minkoff? Like nobody knew you in the beginning, right?
No. So I was a stylist on the side. That's how I was able to fund the first shirt. When I finally found an e-commerce partner, and again, 15 years ago, e-commerce was extraordinarily rare, and she would advance me the money to go buy the goods, because I said, I don't have the money. If you want to sell my product, you're going to give me a check for half up front. And it wasn't really until 4 years later when the bag took off. It was another similar story. I was asked to make a bag. I lied and said, of course, I will design a bag. And this website called Daily Candy wrote about it. It was an overnight success, meaning 12 bags sold out. And I called my dad. I said, I think I finally have something that people want, that's more than just me always pushing something uphill. And he said, I'm not going to loan you any money because I made the mistake of putting my name on a credit card with you, but call your brother, he'll help you. So my brother really started giving me business advice at first, loaned me the money, would pay himself back, and he saw the hockey stick. And he said, I'm going to mortgage my house. I'm going to max out my credit cards. This was, again, before traditional financing like VCs or private equity or even doing this kind of thing in our space. And so we really ran the company for many years. He tells a story, which he's not lying. His wife would go to buy groceries, and he would say, I have a really great bag for you, honey, but we can't buy groceries tonight.
So how much did your brother lend you?
I think all in all, he put in $250,000 at the height.
Wow.
And that was over several years. And then with credit lines and all that, I think we got up to about $500,000, maybe a little bit more. And then when we got our first investor, all of that was paid off.
Yeah, and were you freaking the entire time thinking, oh my God, like...
No, because sometimes, when you're 21, 25, that number is so huge. I was making $23,000 a year, and the only reason we got to that number was he said, what is the bare minimum you need to live? Tell me rent and food. And I should have done different math, but when you're making that $23,000 a year, thinking about $500,000 is almost overwhelming.
Yeah, but was it for you like there was no other place for you to go, right? going to your dad, he said no. He either didn't have the money or didn't want to lend it to you. And then your brother had it. Like, for you, did you feel hugely obligated?
You know, I didn't, because I could see that the future was so bright and I knew he would make a return, because the heat and the momentum, you know, you would see the numbers. They were doubling, tripling, you know, season after season. And so for me, I was like, this guy's going to get paid back. I'm not that worried. And then I also knew at the end of the day, if we failed, you know, we reached a certain point where we had that many bags in inventory. So I was like, I guess if this does fail, I could have a really big sale and pay the brother back.
Yeah, so Rebecca, let's say you didn't have a brother, you didn't have a dad that turned you down. I can't wait to meet your dad, by the way. I'm be like, bro, I like that. So that's a good dad. Nope, don't trust you. What would you tell somebody that did not have a rich brother? And I can't wait to meet him either, because I'm gonna try to borrow a quarter from him.
This is what I would say. I think that we all get blinded as there's only one way to make money, or to get investments, right? Everyone follows the VC train. It's trendy. That's who's on the cover of magazines. That's what people immediately think they need. So, one, outside of VC, there's private equity. Outside of that, there are non-traditional lenders like what we have in fashion called a factor, right? They advance you the money on purchase orders and the stores that pass credit checks. There's also crowdfunding. There's an incredible organization called Women, and not only do they help you crowdfund, they teach you how to do it and how to succeed. And then the other idea I want to demystify is what's wrong with having a small yet profitable business. I'm not saying small like you shouldn't think big. I'm just saying some people get so stuck on, I have to be a unicorn, therefore I have to sell more than 90% of my company to take in all this cash and have investors on my back. Why not you control your destiny? Invest in your company, live a life that you answer to you, and don't buy into this sort of false idea that you have to have all this money in order to have a business.
So you're clearly living in a different kind of, like, because you're dropping some verbiage and some, what is it, the abbreviations. That maybe some people here don't, just for the sake of the audience. VCs you use, private equity, crowdfunding. Do you want to just explain each of those so the audience, because there's also one thing, guys, that you know, like I had none of those available, nor did I have a dad or a brother that had money. So I went and knocked on doors and took orders. I sold, grabbed orders, got money, and that's how I funded stuff. So do you want to explain though, Rebecca, like what's the VC, what's the private equity, and what's the crowdfunding, just so everybody understands?
Yes. So someone also asked, and I'll start with crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is when you put something out there on the internet saying, I have this idea, I have this business, I need X capital to get it off the ground. There are tons of these out there. You know, I said I fund women, like FUND women. So you'll have people that are also your potential customers put in money for nothing in return, or sometimes something small in return, to literally invest and fund your business, and they don't take equity.
Little freeze.
A venture county, they take a bet on you. That's why it's called venture. And they usually invest in companies that have high growth potential, right? That can grow real fast and have a big exit. And so they like to put a lot of money into a company and grow it really fast and then sell it. Private equity sometimes can be there for the longer term. That's more corporate entities that, you know, they take a percentage or stake in your company and often backed by funds or pension plans. And again, they want to see you grow fast and get a great return. So you're being more married to these people than your spouse. So I highly suggest you vet them and you check their track record to make sure that, you know, have they burned people before you, because that is a good look to see how you might be treated.
So how much are you guys loving what Rebecca's saying? I've been wanting to work with you for a long time. We just couldn't figure it out at our growth conference, but I was like, we have to get this woman in front of tens of thousands of people. And I know you crushed it at Elena's event, 10X Ladies, because I know everybody talked about this. So guys, please give her some love right now about what you love, how much you love it, and what is it you're taking away from this? What are you taking away? Fabulous, awesome, you're amazing. They love you, Rebecca. Rebecca Meekoff on Instagram, by the way. I tell you, dude, like I love, like I'm not into, I'm not into the stuff that you sell, right? But I love your Instagram. I never don't watch your posts.
Oh, thank you.
So you just do
Well,
some.
I think.
Go ahead.
Good. We did a really, I guess some people might say daring pivot, but I was convinced and for many years didn't agree with how we were running our social. It was only brand, right? And it removed the personal. I'll never forget this, and it is a regret of mine. When I had my first kid and I was putting that on social, a 6-year-old social media manager of mine said, people aren't really interested in your family or your personal life, so we're going to keep this about brand. And my gut said, this is wrong. And we wasted 5 years with me not being up. Here I am saying I'm in touch with my consumer. I'm meeting her 500 people at a time at events, but I'm not going to talk to you on social. So in the last 2-3 years, it was really like, this is wrong. We're done. It is me. It is the brand. It is the interplay of that. And that's what's really working. So we're definitely keeping that going.
Yeah, 100%. Now, when you watch what I'm doing on Instagram, okay, because you and I are very different. First, the other thing I want to say is like we got to get Rebecca to do a webinar. I think you could do a webinar. People would fund to understand how to get in that space that you're in because everybody wears clothes. So you and I have to talk about that offline. Who wants to see Rebecca do a webinar? Oh yeah, look at them already going. They call it the webinar. They want to call it the webinar. Oh yeah, look at this. Okay, so when you see what I'm doing, Rebecca, I want positive, but I also want, like, when you watch me, you're like, dude, I wish he wouldn't do that. What is that?
But you're saying I feel that way? No.
What'd she say?
She's like,
Are you saying she feels
Are you
that
saying
way?
I feel that way?
Yeah, no, when you watch my stuff that I'm doing, I know you have to see some of it, right? So when you see it,
yeah.
what is it you like? And you're like, dude, I really like that he did that or whatever. And then there's the other stuff on the other end is like, he shouldn't have done that. Or too far.
Okay, so this is what I love. There is sometimes this idea that if you're successful, you shouldn't promote it, right? You should just sort of be quiet about it and not glorify that. And you are unapologetically showing the results of success, right? Even during COVID, I think I talked to this sales coach and she was like, you know what, we're all essential because if we don't do our businesses well and succeed, then the American economy further contracts. And any back off I had on, should I be talking about a bag right now during COVID? And I was like, yes, because I employ people and I need to contribute to the economy just as all you watching do that, right? So be unapologetic about your success. I don't think I have any criticisms. Maybe sometimes, you're doing a selfie and it's hard to see your face or the angle's not, like it's shadowy and I can't really see you or...
You mean I don't have my glow light on and I don't have
you have your glow light or you're smoking a cigar, which, you should stop. It's not good for you. It causes cancer.
Yeah. Well, that was very, that was light criticism compared to what Elena gives me.
That's not true.
Oh, she's your wife. Come on now.
Yeah. Let's talk about marriage, okay? How long have you been married?
I've been married 11 years.
Yeah, and how does that work? How is it difficult with you being in business, running hard, agendas all day long, out there, putting out fires, and then how's that work for you?
So my husband's also an entrepreneur. He recently sold his company. And so we've both been sort of those racehorses going all the time. Honestly, the hardest thing is we don't get a lot of time with each other alone. Mm-hmm. We both sort of made the agreement we were going to be extraordinarily involved parents. He did pick up today, so I could be here. But we sort of tend to prioritize being with our children instead of those times you can get away. Mm-hmm. So that's really what's missing in our lives right now is like we just need to be alone for 24 hours so we can just talk or finish a sentence. I mean, you have kids. Maybe they don't interrupt you, but we get interrupted all the time.
Yeah. They just blast in whenever they want. Maybe all four of us go to St. Bart's for a weekend just to hang out and get away from the kids and the work and everything.
If you can pick me up on your Jetta, I'm game.
That's good. That's good.
But I do want to say that I referenced it earlier, but I hear my girlfriends complain about their marriage troubles to their girlfriends, right? And I just decided, that's for me and him to talk about. Because they're never going to give me any advice. They're just going to take my side. And that creates a rift in the marriage. And then we also have an agreement that if we do something bad, we just tell each other what we did. I'll never forget. This was before we were married. I went to Italy on a leather buying trip.
Those Italian men are beautiful.
But I told him, I got home, I said, listen, I crossed the line and I'm sorry. And what do I need to do to make it up to you?
What was his name? Was it Grantino Cardone? I met this man named Grantino. He was irresistible. Dude, that's awesome. That's great advice, okay? This is what I heard Rebecca say, and I'd love your takeaways, folks. We're going to do a Q&A with the VIP. But what I heard Rebecca say is fortitude is like, the ability, and all of you are going to get these exercises tonight to define each of these 9 characteristics. Discipline, fortitude, persistence, courage, commitment, visionary, handle rejection, confidence, and problem solver. I want you to look it up in a dictionary and understand the words, what they mean. They are different, and they're different characteristics, and you need them all. But I heard her talk about fortitude, courage, tremendous courage, and this vision. She had a vision. Hey, this thing is going to make money. She never for 1 second doubted that she could not pay her brother back. And you have to believe, you have to have confidence. And I don't know how you got that, Rebecca. I think you said you got it from the numbers.
I got it from the numbers, and to me, this sort of blind passion of just, I have to make this go right. I had nothing to fall back on. I guess you could say I could go live on my parents' couch. That's what I had to fall back on. But I was unwilling to do that, even when that was, an opportunity I got. My mom and dad said, come home, this isn't working. Regroup. And I was like, no, I am like a dog on a bone, and I will not stop until I achieve what I want.
Hungry dog on the back of a meat truck. That's what we say down in Louisiana. Okay. Well, you've been awesome, guys. Audience, you have been awesome tonight. Jared, go ahead.
Yeah,
This is Rebecca. This is Jared Glant, by the way. He's my president of operations.
Great to meet you.
You too.
And Jared, just let Rebecca know how many times I've said we have to get Rebecca a call.
I've lost count. More than 30 times he's mentioned that. And interestingly enough, the promo code at RebeccaMinkoff.com is 10x Rebecca 30 to get 30% off. 10x Rebecca.
And what can
30.
they get there, Rebecca? Like bags? Tell me everything that's possible there.
Anything that's not already on sale. If you try and use the promo code on anything on sale, it will not work. But we launched a new perfume, which is vegan, cruelty-free, phthalate-free, very healthy, but smells beautiful. Jewelry, shoes, bags, watch bands. We will outfit your lady or yourself. Not you, Grant, but your lady.
Yeah, okay. And but what about my little girls? Because they're into clothes right now, big time.
Yes, if you go to, there's a link on our site to Little Minkoff, and there's this, you can order there and dress your little girls.
Good. So let's go hook them up, and then maybe we'll pick some people to give like some kind of. We're going to pick 10 people to give $100 each, $100 start at Rebecca's store. So we're going to pick 10 people.
I got 10 people right here. 10 people
that do something though.
Well, these 10 people all had pictures of their notes.
Oh, okay.
So Richard Derrick Sticks Holmes, Wendy Clark, Anil Sordabali, Dustin Hayes, Leah McGinn, Zoe Bedford, Brant DeBrock, Adam Smith, America Patman, wow, good name, America, Ian Deitler, and Jaden Johnson.
Good. So I'm going to put 10 people. I'm going to put the $1,000 on $100 each on their accounts, Rebecca, so they can go bang. They can go do some damage at your store. All right. Tomorrow night, guys, 5 p.m. tomorrow night. Tonight, the debates tonight. Please do not get distracted in the outcome of the debate tonight. Go watch it. Go watch it. To watch presenters, to watch handling chaos. Okay. I think we're going to hit 100 million people on the debates tonight. Okay? Go watch it to watch presentation skills. Both these guys will be shaking tonight when they go in there. Don't watch it as blue or red. Watch it as hey, one day maybe you will be on the debate stage. And somebody's going to ask you a tough question. Go watch it tonight to learn how to present to the world. I appreciate you being here tonight.
One quick thing.
Homework.
One quick thing. Homework assignment to post in the Facebook group. We're gonna have 10 winners tomorrow.
Yes.
That will be announced.
Make it 20 winners tomorrow, Jared.
20 winners tomorrow, because that's just how he's rolling today.
Make it 100 then. God dang it. 100 winners tomorrow.
All right. We're rolling now. So we want you to post the one thing that you will be the most disciplined about during the rest of the 10X challenge. So post a video, write a post out, but post in the Facebook community, the 10X challenge community, the one thing that you're going to commit to being the most disciplined.
So what is it? Is it you're going to beat the sun up? You're going to do CardoneU every day? You're going to work out every day? You're going to write your goals down every day? Are you going to eat healthy every day? You're going to give something away to someone every day? You're going to make a hard call every day? Those are the 5 or 6 I do every single day. So let's see what you guys can do. We'll give 100 of those away tomorrow night when we start. We started early tonight, by the way. We started at 4:30. If you guys want to come in early, always feel welcome. Appreciate you joining us tonight. If you got a chance to go to grantcardone.com/pass, grantcardone.com/pass. Remember, that gets you into the VIP tonight, backstage with Rebecca to ask her questions directly, and then also gets you a 4-week see you on day 3 tomorrow.
And then for everybody backstage and VIP, just hang tight. We're going to get the main feed shut down, and we're going to go do some Q&A with Rebecca to wrap everything up tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.
Don't go anywhere, Rebecca. She's
right.
awesome, huh?
We have stopped
So
streaming.
great.
Alrighty.
We are no longer streaming. Your mics are still hot.
Okay, all hot.
Man, I just feel like I'm so bad.
Wait. Hold up a second.
Gee, but you're
Your
so
hot mic.
good.
You got a hot
so
mic. Hot mic.
good. Hot mic.
Yeah.
Hot mic. Gee.
Okay.
I feel so terrible at the interview. Can you hear me?
Let's see. All right, now everybody's muted.
Did she?
But we still kind of.
Am I muted?
Yeah.
Did she bounce off? I think she bounced off.
She can jump back on using the same link if we can just text her.
Yeah.
Just said we need her for 15 minutes.
So I'm gonna let you guys
10
back.
minutes, just 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes to answer a few questions.
I'm gonna let you back up.
Okay.
All right.
Let me see cheese though.
You're hot. You are hot, my friend.
Is this his phone?
Yeah.
You mute me real quick. So, we're going to get these away right now.
Mm-hmm.
You could pass, but you can't fill it in. Otherwise, they won't play the game.
Okay. Let's talk about it offline.
No, I am offline, right?
No, we're
Yeah, but I mean, people waiting on you, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, I get a break in between, dude.
No.
No?
No breaks.
No
Dude.
breaks.
No breaks. Come on.
Okay.
Fortitude.
Guys. Okay,
Fortitude.
so I want to open up your questions. We lost Rebecca, so we're bringing her back right now. But I want to know questions. Okay, I'm not the guy to ask about the workbooks. Jared's the guy to ask. How do we get access to CardoneU? Okay.
We're going to email it to everybody who got VIP.
Did we say that?
Yeah, for the people.
No, we're giving them the mentor program.
Oh, the
We're giving you
mentoring
guys the
program.
mentor
Yeah.
program. How do you get CardoneU? You buy a CardoneU.
If they want.
GrantCardone.com/Cardone or it's CardoneU.com.
And then we also gave people for their homework. The 10 people we announced earlier, 30 days CardoneU. We'll reach out to you.
Yeah. If we gave you CardoneU, we're going to send you the link. If you want to buy CardoneU, how much is it? $99 a month or something?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's $1,900 for the year.
Yeah.
$1,900 a year, or you can get it for $99 a month. It's a steal. We sell that program for $40,000. Okay, I bought it. I've been on it. Jared, you're going too fast. I bought it. Been on it. Been day and night. The thing is ridiculous, guys. Okay, like you could watch an hour of CardoneU a day. You don't need to. You can watch 3 or 4 segments a day. It'll give you enough to do to keep you busy all day making calls. Okay, you're going too fast, Johnny. I can't do this.
I'm sorry.
That's
CardoneU is down. CardoneU ain't never down.